Hello and welcome to a special report by Cronic News. This one narrated by DP, created by Capybarian Commander and DP. This one is every known GeoQuestia nation. We're going to go through all of them. We are going to analyze them. We're going to go through a few notes, and that's pretty much what we're going to have today. We're going to start with Europe here. The first one is Austria-Hungary, led by COD Unleashed. Total members 1, and we think it is possible propaganda by Germany to scare other nations. They released a map earlier with Austria-Hungary, and it looked pretty big, it looked pretty scary, but we're not intimidated by it. There's only one member. I'm not even sure it will happen, and it will actually be created when the server opens. On to the next one, Britannia. Now this is an interesting one. This one is led by Diogo03. They have at least 27 members in their nation. Their nation spans Iceland, the UK, Ireland, Norway, Sweden, Finland, parts of Russia, and Egypt. A lot of different places. It's very large, but they have enough power to do so. They are the largest nation in Europe in terms of total members. So that's pretty interesting. They should be successful if they can hold themselves together, and I really do hope they can. So let's go ahead and move on to our next nation, France. The leader of France is Eck. They have 13 members, and they do not like Germany. There is a conflict between France and Germany, and they really, really do not like each other. It was kind of started from when Italy split, with France supporting the south, Germany supporting the north, but that has since then been resolved since Germany dropped North Italy, which was led by me, and we united and then joined France. So that's pretty much it with France. We have no updates as of right now, but I'll update you if anything interesting happens. Now, the next one is the German Empire. They have 3 total members led by Midas. They are trying to intimidate everyone. They claim to have 16, 15, 21, even 43 members, and they only have 3 confirmed members here. I seriously doubt they'll reach the size seen in the picture. I really don't think that will even be possible. I think they might get Denmark, but that's really it there. Um, Nothing else really to say with Germany other than I do have a little bit of bias against them since they left us to rot after using us, and I'm saying us as in North Italy. And now we're on to Asia here. This is an interesting continent. Lots of countries. Very, very, very interesting. We start with the whatever that is Empire of Iran, led by GTO. They have 6 total members right now confirmed, but I suspect that they do have more than that. I say they have 10 to 12, most likely in the end, but they have lost a lot of members recently. It was started by a campaign that pulled members away from Iran and into Italy, uh, but that since then has ended, and everything seems to be going okay for them. So I'm glad that that's over. I'm glad that they're growing again. That's really, really, really good for them. Now on to Alvarez. Most likely the largest member on the server, led by Mr. Top Hat Man 1. They have either 28 or 29 members. Thanks to him for telling me. That was really helpful for this. They moved from Finland/Russia. If you saw on my channel about the history of GeoQuestia Europe before the server even opens, they moved from Finland and Russia to Indonesia after some internal discussion from them. And next we have Duckistan, led by CRN, however you want to say that. He is the owner, one of the owners of GeoQuestia. The total members I had to estimate here anywhere from 1 to 10. It could really be anywhere there. Like I said before, he's one of the owners of GeoQuestia. Not much else to say. It's been pretty secretive, but that's okay. Every nation needs privacy. Next, we have Fairy Tale, led by one of the admins, Dynamic 6. Total members, 1. He is the only one in Fairy Tale. So that is very unfortunate. Hopefully, they get a few members soon. That'd be nice to see. They want to stay out of wars. That's their main thing. They are pacifist. If you can't see them, they're that little green dot in southern Japan. I'll go ahead and use my mouse here. Right there. Right there. Um, but yeah, not a lot to say. They're just gonna lean back, stay peaceful, and hopefully it works out for them. Next is Israel, led by Sar, or at least we think it's led by Sar. I don't know. They have anywhere from 4 to 10 members, could be more. But yeah, they have been very, very secretive. They we really didn't know about Israel until just a little bit ago, and there's been planning for months now about nations. But we just heard about them. The other owner is in this. That's Slash TNT. Uh, that's notable. And I heard that there are some very hardworking members in Israel. So I think they will progress pretty well. Next, we've got Japan, one of the allies of Germany. They are led by whatever that name is. How do I even pronounce that? I don't know. I'm sorry if you're watching this. I have no idea how to pronounce that. Um, they have anywhere from 10 to 30 members. That's an estimation here. I have no idea personally how many members they have. Uh, I mean, they really could have 30. They really could have 10. There's a good chance. But yeah, they're Japan. I think they were intimidated by Germany into allying them, which is unfortunate. No nation this large should ever be intimidated, but I'll let them decide. I'm not going to make any statements right now about it, but that's what it seems. They do have conflicting land with Fairy Tale, who wants to stay out of wars, so we'll see how that works out. And next is Turkey, another ally of Germany. Their leader's Artie. They have anywhere from 1 to 10 members. Once again, I really, really don't know. It could be 1, it could be 10. That's what I'm going to say. There's really nothing we can talk about for Turkey. They haven't done anything notable yet. They've stayed back and out of these conflicts except joining the Axis powers, but nothing really yet. I don't think I can confidently say anything about them. Now on to Africa. We only have one nation there. One nation. That's Almoravid. They're mainly based in Africa, so that's why we put them in this column. It's led by Ulzi Gaming YT. I'm sorry, all these names are weird, but uh, their total members 1 to 15. You really can't say here. They are a German ally. That's pretty much it. I mean, nothing. Once again, nothing really has come out. Nothing crazy. Nothing new. Nothing newsworthy. And now on to Oceania. We actually have 3 nations here. The first one's Australia, led by Mudkip. Anywhere from 1 to 20 members. They are a multi-server faction, so most likely it's going to be on that higher end. However, I really, really don't know. It's most likely 20, anywhere around there. But yeah, they do plan on claiming all of Australia, which is pretty ambitious, but I'm sure it can be done if you have enough members. So good for them. Now on to Fiji, led by Thun. Anywhere from 1 to 6 members. It was created a while ago. I don't know if it was by Thun, but it did appear late in GeoTerra Season 1. If you don't know, GeoTerra merged with GeoEarth to form GeoQuestia. So they've been here for a while. I don't know if it's by the same leader. I estimate that they could have anywhere from 1 to 6 total members. I really don't know on this one, but judging by the amount of members in the server, I think it's got to be around there. And our final Oceania nation is Zealandia by Oif. Total members 5 to 10. He was originally going to do Poland, but moved to New Zealand. That's how I know that they have somewhere in that range of members there. It would have made Europe interesting if they stuck with Poland. That would have been very, very interesting. But no, they did not. It really, I forgot what I was going to say, but yeah, Zealandia. That's pretty cringy, but okay. Now on to the Americas, in which combines North and South America, and I mean Latin America too. But we combine this because there's only one nation in South America. But first, we'll go with California, led by Derpy, anywhere from 3 to 15 members. Once again, I really don't know much about them. It's California, like Pablo said. He said, I don't know, I'm banned from the Discord server. I don't know why he is, but he is. I didn't make an attempt to join it because I'm pretty sure I would be banned too. Um, On to the next one, Louisiana by Pope Sands I, aka Bonnie Malone. Um, they could have 1 to 6 members, very small, but I think that they'll do well, honestly. They're right around Texas, though, which could create some conflicts with land, taking Oklahoma like that. But yeah, they were very recently created, and according to Publish, they are pacifists. So hopefully they can get that figured out, maybe pull out of Oklahoma. And now in Patagonia, this one by Pablos, one of our chief writers. Um, Total members 3, not too many, but I'm sure they'll get more in the end. They are a neutral nation in South America. Like it says, they're open to diplomacy and friendly to other nations. They're probably one of the most chill nations out there. From my experience, they were in GeoTerra Season 1. They just built cities, built a city there, very nice and pretty chill from my experience. So I think it's going to be the same way this season. And now into Texas. Leader Hey It's Who. Total members 5.5 because Pope Sam's the first in there as a citizen, but I'm not going to count him. I'm going to count him as a unofficial citizen. And it is the same Texas from RSA Texas in GeoTerra Season 1. I had a video. I don't think I had a video on it. GTO had a video on it. Go ahead and check that out. I think there was an interview in there. But I remember that because I was the leader of the RSA. Those were fun times, but then we got really mad at each other. But it was all solved in the end. Very nice, very good. And Texas. And now we're on to our final subject, countries with unknown locations here. The first one's Crimson Imperia, led by Creo. Total members 20 to 30. It's got to be in that range. They're a multi-server super faction. Their last season was in Japan on GeoTerra Season 1. But I don't think they can do that now that there's a Japan for GeoQuestia. I'm sure they'll move somewhere else. But we'll just have to wait and see. We have no idea where they're going to be. And the last unknown location is the Huns, led by Attila the Hun. Total members 1 to 10, and it is based on a true historical civilization. So I'm glad that there are some nations with true historical context that you really don't hear about very often. That's always nice to see. And now nations may or may not exist. The UAE. This has been a very confusing subject. We really don't know if they've moved to Egypt to join the Britannia's Egypt, or if they moved to Egypt just flat out, or if they're still in the UAE. It's just very, very weird. So really nothing on that. And that's all the nations that we know of right now. We could have an update video once the server starts. We'll wait till like a month in, then go through all the nations. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching this special report from Cronic News. And here's your credits. created by Capybarian Commander and DP, and narration by DP, me. And that's it. We will see you next time for the next Cronic News Special Report. See ya.